Let me ask you a hard question.
Okay, hard question.
We always see questions about quality control. I'm seeing a lot of QC here. What do you think happens when a rig gets out in the field and there's a couple things here and there?
Yeah.
And you start seeing a post about it. You know, what do you think's happened there?
When people come and tour the facility and see the process, what we're doing, and as opposed to maybe some feedback they've heard or through some social media standpoint, but there's a lot of good and bad. Obviously, the people have a bad experience with products are going to be probably more vocal, but I would say the majority of our folks that come and see how we do things have a lot increased confidence in what we do.
I've never seen a group of allies like you guys have. I mean, it's almost like it's revolutionary. I don't think anybody in this industry has the following that Alliance has.
Well, it's pretty good. It's very positive. It's encouraging. I mean, being an ally owner myself, and I think from the top down with Coley and Ryan Brady and the team. It's like, hey, this is the vision. We want to create a product that we're proud of, and we're going to continually improve it. Get the feedback. So we welcome the feedback, good and positive and negative, so we can improve. Because, like I said, with any of these things, these tweaks that we make, if we don't hear that their customers having an issue out there, then we assume that it's going fine, right? So this actually allows us to be transparent, and I think that's really important because I think that engenders trust, right? So when you're open, kind of transparent, you filmed our process in here. We're not trying to hide anything behind a wall saying, hey, you can't see how we do it. We're proud of how we do it, and we're proud of the guys that work here every day. So
yeah, I mean, this is the only factory that said, when I asked, what can I shoot, what can I not shoot, and they looked at me like I had a third eye. They're like, shoot anything you want. We got nothing to hide. So that was pretty cool.
So we appreciate you guys coming out. I'll give you an example of what, as we go through the process of production, we have different auditors at different stations, and when you see this tape, that's something that needs to be addressed, right? So you put a piece of tape right there. Obviously, there's a piece of decal that needs to be corrected before it gets out. So they're constantly looking for those pieces. If there's a nick or something like that, they put a piece of tape there to indicate that
it's like a punch list.
It is just like a house punch list. Hard to see even what
they're
they're talking about,
really
right?
Picky, yeah. Well, it could be anywhere between here and here. Or is it supposed to be right here?
I don't really see anything, but doesn't mean they don't.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So different stations have different colors of tape. The further you get down the line, the color changes to red. Means that they found it at a different station.
Okay.
And they need to address it, whatever it is. This might be a void of sealant, probably sealant void right here.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty nitpicky, especially at this stage.
Yeah, I see. There's a lot of red in there.
Yep.
So that's good.
And it is you're moving fast and you're trying to get everything done, and that's where we tighten it up towards the end. It gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and once it gets in a PDI bay.
Is this a separate QC person that's doing
this?
Yes. So the QC is actually pretty intense.
Different people is putting this tape on that's putting that orange tape on.
Okay.
Yep. So they're doing a fresh look.
Each section has their own QC person.
Yeah. Once it gets to this about halfway down, once the roof's on, is when they start starting to
really nick thick and stuff?
Throwing stuff on there. And that's really all they're doing is looking at all the things that they know to look for as well. So that really helps.
Majority of this stuff is cosmetic, and then the PDI is more function.
It's a little of both. I mean, if this makes it in, and in the PDI, they're doing this again.
Yeah.
So and then we do audits every day pretty much, where they'll bring one of the coaches, kind of like a selection. It's like, hey, just pull one off the line. That one's going to get audited. The co-founders, the general managers, the production team, they'll walk it and pick it apart again. And if there's anything that needs to be addressed, and they'll say, hey, we need to be doing this better. And if that before that one ships, it gets all addressed before it ships again.
You know, something that is kind of unique is I thought, because a lot of times when you hear factory or where it's being manufactured, it's typically separate from where the office is, where the owners are. Literally, the owners are 50 yards that way. You know, it's in the same building. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Actually, his office is 10 steps from the door to PDI.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, they can walk out there. Any of the team, our service team, so our customer service managers are up on the second floor. If they get a call and they have a question about it, they can walk out here to the production line, to whatever plant it is, and they can look at the actual, how the process is being made, or they can say, hey, where is that? And it's really invaluable to have that ability to really come out here and see, or get the advice of someone who's does it every day, you know, puts it together.
Right. So. Let me ask you a hard question.
Okay, hard question.
We always see questions about quality control. I'm seeing a lot of QC here. What do you think What do you think happens when a rig gets out in the field and there's a couple things here and there?
Yeah.
And you start seeing a post about it. You know, what do you think's happened there?
Well, I think that we have processes in place through our production process. We have processes in PDI. As you can see, because we just walked up there, didn't stage anything.
Oh, there's red tape.
There's
everywhere.
tape everywhere about how we're seeing things and we're addressing them. I think it's accumulation of a huge process to put a coach together and get it ready to ship. So these are people putting them together. They don't arrive at work saying, hey, I want to put out an inferior product. You can see the guys in lamination, they're having fun. They're proud of what they're doing, but we're human beings. Things do happen. We do not operate at what we could say our max capacity. We're probably somewhere around 50 to 60% of capacity, which means we could produce a lot more coaches in a day, but we don't. The Braves have always said that they want to grow responsibly, and I think as the market surges and comes back, we tend to try to match that. And quality follows that. So, and right now it's the gas prices and things like that. There's been a little slowdown in the market. We look at that as an opportunity, right? Not as a detriment. We look at it as an opportunity to just continue to refine our quality processes.
The QC, I mean, I'm seeing all the different colored tapes. There's quality control at every stage of the game here.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's not like you could hire another person that would actually help. But I think what really helps is on the back end, when something does slip through, I think your approach to customer service is bar none, right?
Yeah,
So,
and that's where we really want to invest in our after sale process, because we know despite every best effort, and we do our best effort with quality, is that we cannot control everything. So from it hitting something on the way, getting transported, and our transport team does a really great job. So that's a big thing to ask, to get these coaches delivered all over the country, get staged out here. A lot of people will, I hear a lot about it happening in transport and stuff like that, and it does. However, I would say we can't do what we do without our transport team, and the dealers when they come in there. It's just so much happening in a short period of time that things can get overlooked, but it's not intentional. And I think that's the difference, is we don't let things slide if we see it. If something does occur or isn't right when it leaves here, it's probably because we didn't see it, and it wasn't because we weren't trying to see it.
Right.
It's because we were just looking at everything else.
Yeah, I mean, look at that one piece of tape where somebody saw something, but we didn't see it.
I'm not sure what they saw, but there's
something there.
It needs to be addressed before, so that person will get with the team and be like, hey, what do you need fixed here? And they'll get taken care of there. So we're continually updating this process. I think we're doing a pretty good job.
I think so too, because you're not going to have the team of allies that you have if you guys don't take care of your customers. So I think you guys have already proven that side. So
yeah.
The few and far betweens, of course, those are always the loudest people.
Yeah, it does happen. I don't want to discourage people from saying that, hey, they got an issue, because we want to address it. And our customer service managers are really, I help people on Facebook at 11 o'clock at night or whatever, answer them. We do what we can. And the team, as we grow kind of rapidly, we're constantly trying to scale our customer service managers and our team to help with that. So sometimes we're caught in that middle where our customer service team isn't sized the right way, but we're always doing, and our co-founders have always supported growing wherever we need to take care of our customers. So that's really important.
You guys are definitely trying to do what's right.
Thanks.
I really.
It's our motto: do the right thing, right?
I can see it.